almost didn't write this down. It's hard to look at black ink. I know I'll find this someday and wonder what I was thinking about.
Writing is a very intimate experience for me.
There's a power to sharing your story.
It is a hard thing to do, to put yourself out there like that.
Talking about mental health in public is one of the bravest things you can do.
When you hear someone else share their story, it's telling you that it's okay to share your story.
Welcome to Mental Health Shorts, presented by Old Cove Road. Each episode, highlighting a specific mental health issue, is written and read by the author.
Mental health through the eyes of a child. If you watch young children react to certain emotions, you can begin to identify common themes. If someone cries, they recognise that this probably means that they are sad and might therefore offer comfort by way of a hug or a kind gesture. A child's modest world dictates that circumstances can be much more black or white for them. They learn to deal with core emotions such as happy, sad, frightened and angry, never considering the thousands of shades of grey one might experience between. Through the eyes of a child, someone with depression might simply be sad sometimes, someone with anxiety might appear slightly withdrawn, and an addiction may remain entirely unnoticed if they have never experienced the sufferer having a different relationship with the substance. My entire life I have been in contact with people suffering with mental health conditions, friends, family members and colleagues. At a young age, it doesn't occur to you that something could go wrong with your mind because life is simpler, thoughts are just thoughts, feelings just feelings. Children don't consider when someone is overreacting or underreacting, they are simply reacting as is their right. As a child, you don't have enough life experience to understand the complexities of a mental health condition. As such, at the time, a child could be forgiven for not realising someone is struggling with their mental health, especially if they never knew the person in advance of the onset of any disorder. A child is developing in body, mind and personality. Just as they might miss the realities of someone else's struggles, it is possible that impacts on their own mental health might be overlooked. If the developing brain is a sponge, whilst this can provide a whole host of incredible opportunities, it must also be treated with care. Causes of mental health issues are often never fully elucidated, but it is undeniable that early experiences will have an effect. If the perceptions of a child differ from those they will have as they grow up, there will be disjunction between what a child experienced at the time and how they reflect on it as an adult. I remember wondering which version of her I would be greeted by, praying it would be the happy one. I remember feeling as though I constantly had to walk on eggshells and approach most topics of conversation with caution. I remember listening to complaints of an unjust life, an evil society and an ongoing battle against the world. I remember that when times were good, they were really, really good, but I also remember the other end of the spectrum. I remember a whole host of behaviours that had the potential to make me unhappy, but they were normal and therefore never challenged. Hindsight is a powerful tool, offering a different perception on situations you have lived through. Hindsight might provide the clarity inaccessible to a child. Hindsight may reveal that the behaviours shouldn't have been classified as just the norm. The over-controller wasn't just organised. The mood swings weren't just bad days. And that morning coffee wasn't just coffee.